why the federal government has not named and shamed terror sponsors. Ex-police commissioner. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Sincerely, I don't even think anybody knows the why. Nobody knows the why, except that the government has refused. We only know that they have refused. We don't know the why. Even the person that wrote this article, nobody knows the why. Yes, because we are going to hear that, oh, is it because, oh, there are people in government, there are people in high places? Look, we don't care to know the names. At the end of the day, we want to hear that those behind this are being prosecuted and have been thrown behind bars, or whatever they want to do to them. They should. The law should, and I've said it, this is why our constitution needs to be scrapped and a new one needs to be birthed. So that such laws, if you support finance, if you finance terrorism in any way, you know where you belong to. A law will be given to you so that when anybody sees you, anybody that sees you, that is a security operative, that is a law enforcement officer, they just enforce the law. As in, they should just put it like that. No need to come and be saying, oh, let them. No, sincerely. As far as you have gotten information from them about how to, that is it. This is how these people get to understand that you don't keep messing with Nigerians. The news and detail, please stay with us. Well, former police commissioner Emmanuel Ojukwu has said that the federal government should arrest and prosecute terror financiers and not just make media announcements of their existence. According to the ex-police boss, the regime of a president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, has failed to name and shame sponsors of Boko Haram and other terror groups because some of the colleagues and family members of government officials are culpable. Ojukwu spoke on Thursday while featuring as a guest on Channel Television's Politics Today program, monitored by The Punch. He was reacting to a statement by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, on Thursday that a Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit uncovered 123 companies and 96 others linked to terrorism financing in 2021. Earlier in 2021, the Buhari regime had arrested 400 alleged Boko Haram sponsors and financiers, including bureau de change operators. But about a year later, the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami San has not prosecuted the money bags behind the nefarious activities of the bloodthirsty marauders who have viciously mauled thousands of Nigerians in the Northeast for over a decade. Speaking on the television program on Thursday, Ojukwu said terrorism financing is a criminal offense and Nigerians have nothing to do with the information that the terror sponsors had been uncovered. He said, to finance terrorism is a criminal offense. The laws are there. Activate the legal process and get them arrested. This is not the first time government, both federal and state, have told us they know the financiers, but there have been too many talks and no action. Asked whether there could be any reason the government was trying to keep the names of terror financiers, the former police boss replied, for political reasons. Some of the allies and colleagues are involved and they want to hire them because it is like a cause and they're a disaster merchant. Those who benefit from disasters, there are some compromises here. We do not need to hear the names, just get them arrested and prosecuted. Put them behind bars, that is where they belong to, he noted. Also speaking on the program, a former director of Department of State Services, DSS, Mike Ejiofor, said government should go all out and prosecute these people to serve as a deterrent. At least if you know some of them by names and they are seen, they have brothers and relations. He said the government must do everything within its means to stabilize the country before the 2023 elections. Like Ojukwu, a former Navy commando, Kunle Olawumi, last ago has said that Boko Haram terrorists mentioned names of current governors, senators, and national officials as sponsors During its segregation, but the president demonstrated an unwillingness to go after the high-profile politicians for a reason best known to him. The Boko Haram war has lingered for over a decade. Thousands of innocent Nigerians and soldiers had been killed by the insurgents in the war-racked northeast Nigeria, including Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. Though the government of the day has repeatedly insisted that the terrorists had been decimated and technically defeated, the ferocious fighters continue to wreak unprintable havoc on the Nigerian state. I told you, there is no why. The only why we know is the one we know. What is going to be? Yes, their colleagues are among. Their associates are among. Is there anything? It is. That's the reason. That is it. Nothing more. And who even cares to know the name? Just like I'm saying, we don't even care to know what the military is planning. What are we going to be using with that piece of information? How they plan to strike Boko Haram with Super Tucano jet. How they plan to... We don't care. What Nigerians want is results. You have bought this thing, use it to do the work. Let us be hearing the Hallelujah by all the Nagodi Allahs that is being sung by the Northerners, that they are now living in peace. That is all we want. That is exactly what we want. So Nigerians, we don't want to hear, we know the finances of Boko Haram, or every day the same song. It is not a nursery rhyme. It is not even, interesting to listen to. It is not pleasant to the ears. You know the finances. What do you want us to do with that piece of information? Do what you're supposed to do to these people. Do what you're supposed to do. Do exactly what you're supposed to do. We don't want this. This piece of information is needless. No problem. But some proper action will be taken against them. Not like the case of Boko Haram, who are captured and being released, not thinking of what is still hidden in their mind against future attacks. May God and Allah save our dear nation and all citizens from all evils and evil. You are saying what we'll be doing today. They said they have not. They said, did they tell you that they are going to prosecute them? It's like you're not here. Impossible, because he must touch the pillars to the north. The leader of the pillars of Nigeria today will also be touched. And it will be the final end of Nigeria as a nation. All these things, they think that we do not know. We know. They have shot themselves on the leg. If truly they mean well for the country, and that life of Nigeria matters anything to them, why shielding or hiding their deaths or spawns of deadly groups who have destroyed millions of Nigerians? Is it because their own children and loved ones are protected? This is the question you ask them when you see them. But all I know is that the table will turn. On that day, they shall look for help. And they'll be giving the same help they're giving Nigerians right now. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.